Hello friends, welcome to Journey of a Seeker. I'm Aparna Ganguly from Kolkata. I'm a Sahaja Yogini. And today we have with us Captain Banerjee from Noida. He's also a Sahaj Yogi. Captain साहब आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है इस शो में. So as
Thank you so much.
yeah, welcome. So as the title suggests, Journey of a Seeker में हम जानना चाहेंगे कि आप कैसे सहज योग में आए, आप कैसे आपको how you found out about सहज योग, why were you searching something of this sort, and how you got established. This is what we want to know in this episode from you. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much for inviting. And about entry into Sahaj Yoga, कैसे आए, तो मेरा जो बैकग्राउंड है वो एक रिलीजियस बैकग्राउंड तो रहा. एंड आई एम एन इंडियन बंगाली कल्चरल बैकग्राउंड वाला आदमी. तो हमारे यहाँ रिलीजियस कल्चर होने के कारण जिस तरह से बाकी सारे इंडियंस पूजा पाठ करते हैं और भगवान को याद करते हैं, उस तरह से हमारे परिवार में ही रहा शुरू से ही. तो मैंने भी उसी को जिस तरह से बाकी बच्चे लोग बचपन में करते हैं वैसा ही मैंने भी फॉलो किया. आई हैड अ नॉर्मल upbringing, and after schooling I joined I did college and graduation. Thereafter I joined merchant navy, and merchant navy I continued with a company in India called Shipping Corporation of India. Thereafter I joined a Dutch company as a ship captain. From there I switched over to another one known as IMC Singapore. While I was working on one of their ships in Singapore, I suddenly found that there was some problem with my sight or vision, so to say. I was finding it difficult to focus onto one particular object for a long period of time. Therefore, I went out to a doctor, eye surgeon, and he suggested that there's some seems like some serious problem with my eyes, and but we need to go for different tests before they arrive at a conclusion. So this was done in Singapore, and two doctors who checked up my eyes and all, they said your eyes need more sort of serious checking, and you need to go home, and there you can consult other ophthalmologists, doctors, etc., and find a solution to your problem. So then from that ship, I came back to India, my hometown in Delhi, and I went to different doctors like any other person would do. And I went to some very, very senior doctors, by far the best in India. And they all came to the conclusion that I have a problem called hereditary degeneration. The name of the problem in my eyes. So then I asked them what is going to be happening to my eyes hereafter. So they all had one thing to say, that it's very unfortunate that you have this problem in both eyes. And as far as allopathic medical science is concerned, this has no known cure thus far. So what it implied was that over a period of time I'll become blind with both my eyes. So like they say in Hindi, marta kya na karta. So I went from pillar to post to different avenues, different ways of treatments, and also other things like tantrics and some Ayurvedic senior persons who listened to my problem and they tried to give some medicine. But I tried everything, but ultimately there was no cure or no improvement in my vision. So then, at that point of time, I had practically given up hopes that there is anything, any solution to the problems that I have with my eyes. And I was trying to figure out what to do with my life hereafter, because my son was very, very young, and I was 36 or 37 years of age, and my work life was going up very fast, and all these things were there on my mind. And at the same time, I was getting a house constructed in a place called Noida, close to Delhi NCR. And while I was getting this house constructed, one fine day, because I used to travel every day from Delhi to this place, about 20 odd kilometers, and one fine day, I was relaxing in the afternoon hours, and there was a black and white TV which my guard who used to be there in this house under construction, he had kept. In fact, I had given him this to for him to, see television. There, I saw a program of alternative forms of medicines. There was very many very well-known doctors, allopathic doctors, and homeopaths also, and some Ayurveds also. So, perchance, I was seeing that program, and I found that there was one Dr. S.C. Nigam who was narrating his story that he was a very well known and very well established doctors in Delhi, and suddenly he found himself down with paralysis of the left side. And since he was a doctor, he knew after 2 to 3 months of time that nothing much can be done. He'll have to live with the rest of his life with that kind of condition. And he apparently that point of time came across Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, who was in Delhi at that time, the giver of Sahaja Yoga to this world. So he said, I went to her place and I was given a realization, and my Kundalini was awakened, and thereafter I started improving. And here I am in front of you now, which is a medical miracle. So all doctors were surprised, and they wanted to know, those who were in the meeting, what exactly did he do? So he said, I really didn't do anything. It was everything done by Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. She has some special powers, and our Kundalini gets awakened. Many people didn't know what Kundalini is. Even I didn't know when I heard the Dr. Nigam saying this on the television. So that is how my curiosity sort of took me to this place where Sri Mataji's abode was in Delhi at that point of time, also known as Sahaja Yoga Mandir, Kutub Institutional Area, Delhi. So I told my wife about this particular thing as I returned home, and she said, Ki, we'll give it a try. And the day I went to this Sahaja Yoga Mandir, Delhi, I didn't know that Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi was herself staying there at that point of time. And there was a program in Delhi on, public program where Sri Mataji would appear. So the people at this mandir or Dhyan Kendra told me that you please come there. There's no point waiting here. You can't meet Sri Mataji because he doesn't meet anybody just like that. So I went to this place where, because this place was known to me, because I lived that area for a long time. So I went to that place and waited. In the evening, Sri Mataji came there, and there were thousands of people also who had come. Many of them were already uh, had taken the realization, and some seekers also were there. And it is at this program that I got realization from Srimati Nirmala Devi. And as luck would have it, she blew into the microphone, and the cool breeze started flowing through my palms, hands, and fingers, but not so much on the head. But my wife said that she felt all over this cool breeze. And when Srimataji asked how many have felt this, and most people raised their hands, indicating that mostly people present there felt cool breeze. It came as a surprise to me that how this is happening. Initially, I thought this could be, some sort of tantric vidya or something like that, black magic or whatever. I really didn't believe that it is awakening some sort of power within me, and thereby I might get cured. So I let it pass that way, didn't say anything to anybody. Then that evening we came back home in Noida. In fact, I had to leave a place nearby Noida only. So I came back there, and after a day or two, there was a center in Noida where they used to practice Sahaja Yoga. So I went there and I met some people, and then I asked them, "What is it that you people feel? And since when are you practicing all this?" So this was year 1995, and so they told me whatever little they knew. They told me about Sahaja Yoga, and this is the beginning of my entry into Sahaja Yoga. I started following it regularly because I was not doing anything because of the vision problem. I had given up my job. I used to mostly stay home, so it was easy for me to follow Sahaja Yoga. Those days we used to have audio cassettes uh, of Sri Mataji's lectures. So I bought some 20 odd lectures, these cassettes, and I started hearing them in a isolated room, so to say, and I wanted to hear out if she has said anything anywhere about eyes. At the same time, I used to keep my eyes, hands and sestrar open to the extent possible by trying to concentrate. But things were moving very slowly. But by and by, as I kept sitting in front of Sri Mataji with one candle lit, I found that I started getting this cool breeze on my hands as well as on my top of my head in the fontanelle bone area. This is in 1995, and by I found that I was seeing better than how it was before. And by and by, over a period of time, some 2.5, 3 years or so, I found that I was able to, read, which had become a serious problem for me, consequent to which I had given up my job. So then, of course, I again went to a doctor, this eye surgeons and all, and they said, apparently there is no improvement in your vision as far as medical science was concerned. But I was personally, I was seeing better. I had given up on driving. I started driving all over again. And there I am after so many years. I found that Sahaja Yoga is something very much higher than, as we all, I would say, at least I thought that some divine person will bless you and you will become medically all right. This is much, much greater than that. And it's not only medical, there's so many other things that happen to us. And there you are. This is I'm following now for last 31 years. So, Banerjee, this is the story of my coming, and then by and by I am established in Sahaja Yoga.
Very interesting story. और आपके while you were practicing, the fact that you got back your vision, so you got it checked with the doctors again.
Yeah, I did. Like I told you that I did go to the doctor. In fact, last time I went was some 2 years ago, and unfortunately, just so happens these doctors they have, they have to do a lot of tests. There's some test called dye test. They put some sort of color in your this thing veins and all, and they see what's happening, the veins inside the eyes. They're getting, whether blood is flowing or not, and all that. So after a lot of different things they do, every time they say that sorry, there is no improvement, nothing. So I gave up because you get completely disheartened, that nothing is happening, but actually in actual practice I am improving. They are not able to see it. They are not able to figure out by medical science. It's a very strange case, as it may sound, but the fact is this: I am driving on Delhi roads. I am driving in Noida roads, uh, 70, 80, 90 kilometers per hour.
Do you
And
read?
as far as medical science is concerned, they are saying you are not seeing anything. So it's a serious mismatch. But the fact is, divine can do anything. It's a perfect example.
No, so these doctors are saying that according to their tests, you are unable to see anything. You are
Yes.
not, you are not having any vision. That's what they're saying.
They are saying that your vision is like, say, see, they do sight test that from 1 to 36 scale pair. So if you are perfect, then you are 6 by 6. You have a vision 6 by 6. That means 100% vision. And you are 1 upon 36 or 6 by 36. That means you are very bad. Nothing. So on their scale, I am always coming 6 by 36 or near about 24 by 36, something like that. So it's a serious, disheartening matter that's going on. So now I've given up. Now I say that I'm almost 69 years of age now. I don't need any more help from them because I have found the Almighty by my side. I'm well connected. So all other problems of life have been solved from 37 to 69. It is still how many years? So, and I have done without any help from anybody, including my family members or others. I have not taken any help from anybody, except my wife, of course. She is all the time with me as my eyes as well as support system, whatever. So, this is how, I mean, I would say that she has taken care of all aspects of my life. I am living last 30 years nearly the same way as I was living before that as a ship captain. The merchant navy ship captains are quite well endowed with financial side. They're financially quite well off.
So,
So you live at the high standard of living.
so after like 37, when you left the job after listening about your eye ailment, you did not join back
Uh,
any job. You did not do any
no,
job.
I did not do any shipping on my own, but I was doing some things of sorts like I met some people who said join us for building construction work and all that. So I suggested I have no idea, nothing about this, but I could be with them because I had time. Sometime I did that. For some time I did buying selling of industrial properties in Noida. because there were two Sahajogis. They said you can join us and be with us. आप कैप्टन हैं, आप अंग्रेजी हिंदी अच्छा बोलते हैं, तो आप हमारे साथ रहेंगे तो हमको फायदा होगा. So like that I did that for 2-3 years, and for some time, uh, for how it happened I really don't know. Somebody called me up from Andaman Nicobar Islands. He said that we have heard about you and that you have been a ship captain in foreign companies and all. So, and आप क्या अभी फ्री हैं? तो I said क्या करना है? तो they said we are constructing some ports in Andaman Nicobar Islands, और आपका जैसा आदमी हमको मिल जाएगा तो हमको बहुत फायदा होगा. So I said, by that time I developed vision had improved somewhat. So I said, let us give it a try. So my certificate was still valid, this working as a ship captain. So I told them, okay, आप मेरे को टिकट विकेट भेज दो तो मैं आ जाता हूँ अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड. पोर्ट ब्लेयर आई वेंट and I worked there for roughly 4 years, up to 2003 or so. And they were paying me good money, as well as their ships were only, sort of sailing between islands in Andaman Nicobar, group of islands, and there was hardly anything to do really. They were having all their people. I was just like a passenger on board the ship. I had to only order for my food every day and enjoy life. And they used to give me a packet instead, in lieu of that every month. And I used to work 3 months, and 1.5 months I used to be back home and resting or whatever. So this I did for 4 years or so. So these things came by the way, and when in Andaman Nicobar Islands also I asked Shrimataji give me a chance to do something for Sahaja Yoga in Andaman Nicobar Islands. And fortunately, I could do something, propagate Sahaja Yoga. I give relation to a few people. We established a center there. So all this I did for a few years. Like something or the other, which I could do, I was trying to do to survive. But then, over and above everything else, I've been feeling as though somebody has been, knowing me all along and taking care of my boat. So this has been my observation. Can you believe that I was person in charge of two Sakar Pujas of Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. One was in 2007, the other was in 2010. These two pujas of Shri Mataji have been the biggest pujas of her life. And she said this in as many words. So I told them, the people who, like say, there was a lot of people in Delhi, the so-called National Trust. So Dinesh Rai, Suresh Kapoor, General Kapoor, Ashok Agarwal, and the lot. They said, you can do everything. So don't worry about your eyes and all. You are person in charge of the organizing committee. I kept on refusing that this is not right because I have this problem with the vision and entail a lot of cash. Who will take care of all this? They said everything will be done, don't worry. And I managed these two pujas, so to say. Uh, Probably she thought that it was possible, I'll be able to do it. People say that they have never seen bigger pujas, and there's lots of people said there are fantastic pujas. I don't know whether you have seen this. 2007 Diwali puja and 2010 November this Virat puja. These two pujas were the greatest of pujas of Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, and I was made person in charge. And I was thinking, how will it all happen? But it all just happened beautifully. So it's all her doing, how she manages. Somebody who cannot see, he is taking care of. The first 2007 puja was 1 crore 47 lakhs in 2007. Uh,
So, uh,
and then this 2010 puja was, in that particular puja, we suffered some setback of roughly 40 lakhs or so. But people donated. and we met with our this thing. But in this 2010 puja, November Virat Puja, last of our puja, Srimati Sakar Puja, in that we gained 47 lakhs. So whatever we lost there, we gained here. So I was, you laugh and laugh and laugh because who's doing all this? But it's happening. So this was very strange and
Okay, I want to know, since you have seen Shri Mataji in 2007 and 2010, as you saying, so was she talking? Like, there's a controversy, there's a discussion going on that after 2006 or 5 she stopped talking, she wouldn't speak. Is it true?
the 2003 was the last puja in this place called Bhugaon. Not Bhugaon really, it was, uh, I forget the name, this is in Pune. So when the tsunami came, so then that was the puja in which she didn't appear on the ground where the puja was to be held. She stayed back home in this Pune house, Pakistan. Huh? She came for a very short period, I would think. Yeah, she came for a very short period of time. And then we were told that she's not well, so she's not be sitting here for long. And after that, she went into a state of Monavasta, they say. She was not talking to anybody. Then again in 2006, she started talking and calling people over and all that. So that there was 3 to 4 years period when she was not talking. But 2007, when I was called to this house, because I live very close to this place, Shrimatiji's house in Noida. So I was called like many others maybe, and there she gave some talk to people in the house itself, to Yuva Shakti and others. In one place, she told categorically that we were one room full of people, some roughly 20 odd maybe, and she looked at us and said, I don't know most of you from your faces, but the gods and goddesses within me, they know you, and that's why you are here. This was in 2007. Thereafter, this 2007 Diwali Puja took place in Noida, and she talked. I was fortunate enough to be called on 18th of November, which is my birthday. So 3 years in a row, I was called for some work or the other, and I had the good fortune of putting a garland at mother's feet. So she was talking then, not the way she used to be talking before, but she was talking all right.
Okay. Okay, the time is also less now. We will wind up this session of Journey of a Seeker with you. So, if anything you want to share at a later date, some miracle, even your wife, so please do let me know. I will arrange for an interview.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Whenever
thank
you
you.
wish, or I will let you know. I will whatever. I mean, there's a life of mine is a miracle itself. But
Yeah.
all the same, as something comes out, I will give
Sure,
you a
sure.
call.
You can collect a couple of miracles and just ping me that Aparna, I have 4 or 5 miracles I have remembered. I want to share. So we will
Okay.
go ahead with that because you must be aware that Immaculate Ideal Human Foundation, which is Sanjay Talwar's that NGO, we will be
Mm,
making web series on miracles on Sahaj Yogis.
mm,
So
mm.
for that we need all
No,
this.
I keep hearing many things. I keep hearing many things. वही
Yeah,
है कि my life is now only for propagation of Sahaja Yoga
correct.
in
So
my
this is a
individual
very
way
great
and
propagation
small
we are
group.
going to do.
Uh, uh,
You have seen Graha Lakshmi and Mahalakshmi, I guess.
yes, I have seen. I have seen.
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for being with us. See you next
Okay.
time. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Again, thank you very much calling me for this interview. Whenever I get a chance, I will call you and we'll give you whatever information we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Thank
Jai
you.
Shri
Jai
Mata.
Shri
Jai
Mata.
Shri Mata.